Okay, this is going to be a brief update on the health status of Mandy the broken jaw rattlesnake, who you see here. This morning, I offered her a house mouse. This is the third such mouse that I've offered her in the last week. It is now Wednesday, November 8th, 2017, in the lunar cycle Itotstoi, when the cold arrives. And the last mouse that she ate was on October 20th. So we're going on close to 3 weeks now. She should be taking in another meal for sure. But she hasn't been. She hasn't wanted any of the mice that I've offered her in the past week. And it's got me a little bit concerned. Now you can see when I first put the mouse in, she's interested. She goes into kind of hunting mode. She's at least tracking it, Here you can kind of get a close-up view of the right side of her mouth, which was the most injured. Now, I haven't seen inside of her mouth lately, and I don't really know what's going on in there, whether or not there are problems. But it does have me concerned that, a few minutes into the, after I've offered the mouse, Mandy, like you can see here, starts to go into defense mode, basically. She's balling herself up, and she's afraid of the mouse. She's cringing when the mouse comes near. She keeps monitoring it, she keeps tracking it, but I think at this point it's more out of interest in her defense than anything else. So this has me worried, right? Why isn't Mandy eating? And I've seen, some movement, not this morning with this mouse, but I think the last mouse that I introduced, which was maybe 3 days ago, I noticed some movement where it looked like she was messing up and she was tracking something that wasn't there against the far wall. I don't know what that was about. But it kind of, at the time, it kind of reminded me of one of the injured rattlesnakes that I dealt with over the summer, that looked like it was tracking things that weren't there. Almost like a schizophrenia, hallucinating perhaps. I don't know. I don't see her using her tongue much still. She does, when I take her in or out of the enclosure, that's enough stress that that she starts flicking her tongue. But she'll only flick it a couple of times. Look at, she seems to be very interested in the mouse. She goes back and forth like this, eh? If I leave the mouse in there with her, and I leave it in there for like an hour before I give up and take it out. But she'll go through these periods where she looks like she's hunting it, and then next thing you know, she's rolling around to the back of her cave to take up another defensive posture. So yeah, this is what's going on with Mandy here of recent, and it worries me. She's not a fat snake, right? Like I've said, it worries me like 3 times now, maybe 4 times, but she really isn't a fat snake. She's got a lot of room to grow, and I would think that she would take as many of these mice as I was offering her. But it's definitely not the case, right? She does spend a lot of time during the days moving around the enclosure looking for an escape route. She doesn't want to be in this glass box, of course, and I'm looking forward to releasing her come maybe May or so. But she needs to be in good health. Hopefully she'll be in good health. Yeah, look at, she's just defensive. She's just in the corner. When she does decide to come out and check things out, and she finds out the mouse is still there, yeah, she just backs right off, backs right away from it, goes to find somewhere else to hide out. Yeah, and see those twitches like she does there? Yeah, I don't know if you. Yeah, she's doing a little twitch. It's almost like a seizure that she's having, and that doesn't happen often, but it does happen in these situations where she's got a little bit of stress. So I don't know what that's about either, but it doesn't seem right to me. So yeah, Mandy's still not out of the dark yet, but we're working on it.